Welcome back, everyone. We are back with ERL Racing. Today we are in round 2 after a very exciting round 1 in the Netherlands, which saw Amir, the reigning champion, take his first win of the season. Today here we are in France for Division 1, and this is the start of qualifying, and see who will be on pole for today's race. So if it's on board here, the Alfa Romeo went a little bit wide. It's okay. We are here today for the French Grand Prix, and then the circuit Paul Ricard. Pretty technical circuit, but with DRS zones in Sector 1 and Sector 2, which can be overtaking opportunities, and also here in Sector 3, which is a lot of curves. The first fastest lap is from the Williams of Seb Mail, 132.3 on the mediums. See here with the Alfa Romeo of Shahwan, and 129.8. That's the fastest time. So this is a 5.8 kilometers track with minute 5.8 kilometers track with a total of 15 turns. See, now we've had Gabs now 129.3 on provisional pole. See who else dashed the other AlphaTauri, 129.2. Tiger a 129 from our new addition to our league. From the Haas, with Connor on the mediums, a 129.8. Even Amir was on his first, I think, on a flying lap. Yeah, he's fastest in Sector 1. And he's benefiting from slipstream from the AlphaTauri in front of him. And that's an invalidated lap from Amir, who went off track for a weird reason. So far, okay, so invert. Okay, so far we have Tiger on pole with 129.0, provisional pole from the Haas driver in his first race today. Still have 10 drivers lap time. See, on board with Motti. We've had now Slayer, and also first race in the season, from the Red Bull, a 129.1, which put him P2 for now, on the softs also. See, from Flip, who just recorded a fastest Sector 1. That's an invalidated lap. You should have paid attention more to the track limits. See, the other Mercedes, who was on a flying lap, I presume. And not. Now entering Sector 3, which can be a tricky place where a lot of time can be lost or gained at the same time. And actually, the Mercedes abandoning his lap. Um, okay. See, flip another, the fastest lap in sector 1, fastest sector 1, sorry. And a pretty neat slipstream from the Williams in front of him, who's also on a flying lap. And I don't know what happened, and oh my god, another validated lap. So here we have Tiger on an out lap, trying to improve his time. Also Taj, Gabs, Shahwel now starting his flying lap. And nope. That's so let's go for an onboard with the guy on provisional pole, Tiger. Tiger will beat his time. A bad exit from turn 15, and a 1 to already 8.5, and that's fastest time from Tiger. See if Gab's gonna be fastest. No, stay P3, but improve this time. Still no time from both the Mercedes. Actually, they're both going on mediums now. We'll still have Avi a lot of time, but also on the mediums. Stay with Avi now. Well, who was on pole for the first Grand Prix of the season, but back at it, a P8 from AV. He's on the mediums. Both Mercedes drivers now on an out lap, and I cannot see the time because there's always yellow flags. So 5 minutes 30 seconds left in this session, and we still have Tiger on provisional pole. Dale Connor lost a bit of time in sector 1, and I'd say a pretty nice history for his teammate. And fastest sector 2 from Connor, which is for sure the result of that very neat toe Cookie gave him. A bit of understeer. Oversteer. Not understeer. Sorry. Now Connor onto the home straight, and he'll be recording a 128.8, which will put him P3 for now. Let's hop on the car of Amir. Still, he's without a tie, but he's on the mediums. He's gonna have a different strategy than most of the runners. And actually a fastest middle sector from Amir. Now on the home straight, and 129.8, which put him 6th fastest on the mediums. See now on the other Mercedes, and as usual an invalidated lap from Flip. Actually opposite. Back at the top, we have Tiger going now, starting his out lap for his final run of qualifying. See if Slayer is gonna improve his time. He's currently P5. And the fastest sector 1 from Slayer. Slayer apparently abandoning his lap. Like slowing down. Then we have Gabs on an out lap. Still have the just in the top 4. Tash now coming out. So we have Tiger starting his lap soon. Stay on board with the provisional pulsator to see if he's gonna improve his time. And a bit of time lost after some oversteer in turns 4 and 5. And more time lost in sector 2. And that'll be the end of qualifying. We have Tash and Connor won't be able to complete a lap. only candidate for pole other than Tiger will be Gabs and Slayer maybe. Let's see maybe if, and that's invalidated, so that's gonna be it for Gabs improving in sector 2, sector 1, and also a purple sector 2 from Gabs. Now on the home straight and the moment of truth, and we're gonna have Gabs will be taking pole here in the second round of VRL in the French Grand Prix. If Tiger second, Dash third, that's a pretty good showing from the AlphaTauris. Connor fourth, fifth from Slayer, Lykola on sixth, Amir on the mediums. The only not the only driver. Amir on the mediums, P7, and we have right behind him Shahwan, P8, Alton, P9, AV. On the mediums, rounding up the top 10, Flip 11th, Rockstar, and then we have Rockstar 12th, Cookie 13th, Mori 14th, and we have Vance 15th, Mario 16th, Hank 17th, 18th from Graham, 19th from Submail, and No Time from Mason. Put him at the bottom of the track. Pretty close qualifying, especially between the top 3. That'll be the start of the formation lap, and it's a 27 lap race. A 5.8 kilometers track with 15 turns. So considering the tires are in the top 6 will all be on soft, and you're gonna have Amir on the mediums, which I think will be going for a medium hard, depending on what happens during the race. Shahwempi 8 on softs, 9th from Alton on the medium, softs, AV on the mediums, and then we're gonna have the rest of the grid. From the top, from P11 to P17, all on mediums. Graham, the only hard runner. Sebastian on mediums, and finally Mason running on softs from the bottom of the grid for some reason. and a predicted pit stop strategy, either soft, medium, medium, which will be more likely, and a soft, medium, hard, but it will definitely be a 2-stop for the medium runner, from the soft runners, since a pretty technical track with a lot of demanding corners, which will put a lot of pressure on the tires. And my sources tell me it'll be mostly a dry race, so and it's lights out and away we go. See if I get a better view. We have an awesome start from Tash with already, oh my god, every time the same thing. And into turn 1 we have Tash already second, overtaking Tiger. And ooh, Tash going wide. Now the Red Bull side by side with the McLaren, and McLaren is still ahead, and live timing is so messed up. So I guess Gabs, nah, every time. Okay, so here he is, still in the lead. See position changing. No. Here it is. So it's pretty still neat in the top 7. I think a bad start from Shahwan, down 6 positions now. And then not a lot of position changing so far in the start. And yellow flags in sector 2, and that'll be the Red Bull of Myrol, fortunately. And I think it's fine, but Tiger already on the tail of Gabs and currently gaining time here in sector 3. Meanwhile, let's see now here on the main straight if we're gonna see any overtakes. And the fastest lap from Gabs, and Tiger trying, still not close enough. We have Shahwan going into the pit, Hank going into the pit. Now a better exit from turn 2. So not a lot of room to overtake. Still a lap until DRS is activated. And yellow flags in sector 1 and 2, and I suppose it's and a big crash between Alton and Vans, and the virtual safety car has just been called. I don't know what happened between the Haas and the Williams, but it's the virtual safety car in the second lap, and the race. I hope it doesn't get upgraded to a safety car. Still, we have the virtual safety car. So no changes so far for the top 5, still as it is. Amir gained a position over Laikala. Other than that, nothing interesting. I think we have green flags again, and the collision between Cookie and Flip, and a drive-through penalty for Hank, who just got out of the pits, so I guess that's very bad luck. And DRS has just been enabled, DRS zones sector 1 and 2, and oh, a 3-second time penalty for the leader of the race, which is never good news. Oh, and that's a bit of touch between Slayer and Dash. I don't think Slayer got any damage, but he lost the position. No, actually he didn't. Well, he did. Now Slayer right behind Connor and losing time. I don't know if he got damage to his car. That appears. Oh, and Alton and the other Williams. I think there was also another moment. I don't know what's the problem with Flip. He's now down to P15. Well, we're gonna have a little DRS train in here in the top 4, and the fastest lap is actually from Dash. Fastest lap from Dash. He's right behind Tiger at the moment. Tiger has no DRS over Gabs, which could lead to an overtaking opportunity. And Flip now going into the pits, switching to inters. That's weird. Anyways, see Dash now behind Tiger with DRS. But not close enough. Still really close in the top 4. And the bad exit from Gabs. And Tiger is really close behind him, and now with DRS, but still see, yeah, fast lap from Connor now. Let's see Tiger if he's gonna try into turn 1, but no, not a move from Tiger. And the fastest lap here from the McLaren of Connor. Let's see, you know, he tried to go for it. Dash with DRS and Gabs moving. Oh, and really close here between the top 3. Gabs went into the inside line, and actually that worked well. An excellent exit, but there he's still side by side the Haas and into sector 3, turn 10. They are still side by side, and also. And that'll be Tiger in the lead of the French Grand Prix in the 5th lap. Actually, no, and really an awesome battle. Also Dash joining. Dash is now trying to do the move on his teammate from the inside. And Gabs has just gone into the pit. So that'll be giving Tiger the lead. I don't know if Gabs had any damage of some sort, or if he's trying to go for the undercut. Gab switching to the mediums, now to P13. The fastest lap is still in Connor's hands, but pretty close. The timings are really close between the top three. And both Tiger and Tash now going into the pit. Connor staying out on a 5-second penalty for Tiger. I have also Laikala going into the pit, and the fastest lap from Amir on the mediums, and Amir now side by side with Connor into turn 1 and now 2, and an amazing overtake from Amir. It seems that Connor's tires are starting to wear out, and we have yellow flags in sector 2. I think that's the car Hank, but I think he's fine. Amir now into the lead, and he should be conserving his tires. He's trying to go for only a one stop. Trying not to give any slipstream for Connor, with his tires it's obviously running out. So we had Tiger, Tash switch to the hards, also Laikala switching to hards, but you had Gabs earlier on switch to the mediums. And Connor now pitting. I think it was really the right call, and a little bit of contact between Gabs and Motti. And it's pretty easy overtake since Gabs obviously has the better tires. Connor coming out of the pits P11. So we still have the top 6. None of them went to the pit. Still they're still on the tires they started on. Amir and AV, they both want to try and save their tires as much as they can, because that will help them in the end of the race. Let's see Tiger, who is also overtaking Motti on his fresh hards. So it's up, and side by side in turn 9, and that's Connor, and that's Motti losing a lot of positions. Connor really has the faster tires and is trying to overtake Tash here in sector 3, which can be really tricky. You know, to turn 12 and 13, which will put Connor ahead of Tash. P9 for now. Have both Slayer and Mason now going into the pit. So we still have the medium runners at the pit. Slayer switching to the hards, and Mason also, I guess. Oh. Yeah, Mason actually to the mediums. And yellow flags, Alton. Now Tiger trying to overtake Rockstar. So this leads the top 3 now. Amir, AV, and Cookie should consider pitting soon, since the pit lane, and oh, what do we have here? And oh, it's the car of Connor. Take a little bit of a moment. Oh, and we have 3 drivers side by side, and I hope we don't have anything else. Shahwan, obviously, much successfully ahead of them. And Shahwan now overtaking Connor. I wonder what's happening to Connor. Oh, and Rockstar, and oh, the Williams of Sebastian is off track. I don't know what happened. Yes, and Connor pitting. He had some kind of damage, I'm sure, since he's pitting. We have a pretty exciting race on our hands. With Amir leading 9 laps on his mediums, and a penalty from Dash. And Rockstar just retired from the session. Let's see if we can get a shot of him, and he's parked here in the straight in sector 2. I wonder what happened to him. Pretty unfortunate for the Alpine. And I guess there won't be any repercussions. No yellow flags, no safety car of any sort, and Cookie's losing it for some weird reason. We should be pitting soon. I think his tires are pretty dead. Dash with DRS. No, actually not with DRS. I don't know what I saw. Cookie now going to the pits. Still have Amir and AV still out. 10 laps on their mediums. But Gabs is really catching them quickly. You know, here, meanwhile, in the midfield, we've had Motti. Neat overtake. Still, Motti isn't pitted. And it's now P8. And now, we just have the leader of the race, Amir, now pitting, and I presume he's gonna switch to the hard tires. I don't think he has another choice. Yeah, Amir now. Hard tires. We still have AV not pitting. Because see how much AV is doing. 133.7. Still not bad compared to. Well, actually, a little bit bad. But every lap on the mediums will benefit him in the final laps of the race if he's gonna switch to the hard tires, especially since we have Gabs. He's going for a 2-stop. I think he's the only driver who's gonna go for a 2-stop in the top of the field, because we have the rest on the hards. And yellow flags, and we have Hank retiring from the session. What happened to Hank? If I can get a shot. And the safety car has just been called. You can see Hank here. And here he is. safety car has just been called in the 12th lap of the race, and I think AV was gonna have to pit as soon as possible. Yeah, here he is entering the pits. That's not gonna be good for the hard runners, for Tash and Tiger and Laikala. And they now have Gaps pitting. I wonder if they're gonna pit also. Yeah, now they're gonna pit. Tiger is gonna stay out, and Amir just switched for new tires, so no need to change. So Tiger now retaking the lead he had at the beginning of the race. 6 laps on his hards, and see what driver. AV just switched to the hards, and that's a safety car. Forgot to start. Dash switching to the mediums, which may take him to the end of the race. Also Laikala, likewise. That Gap switch to the hards. I wonder if that's gonna be the right call. Tiger is pretty much in a rough situation, as he did not pit, and he's on 6 laps hard. Meanwhile, he's being chased by Amir, who is on fresh hards. Also AV and Gabs. So I don't know what Tiger got in mind. I'm sure he knows what he's doing. We still only have 15 laps left to go, and I suppose we'll begin having the restart in lap 15 if everyone gets in queue by then. Gabs for the win. Well, yeah, it's gonna be close, I guess. So, who do you think? In my opinion, I think Tash will win, and the safety car will be in this lap, and Tiger still going on the stars. He surely will be stopping one more time, or else he's gonna be in a hell of a situation, since he got people chasing him. So will it be another win for Amir, or will someone, or will we have a new winner in season 2? So wait and see. Now safety car is going into the pit, and we're gonna wait for Tiger to cross the line and be racing again. Here he goes, accelerating, and we are back, and we already have, I think, an in sector 3, the Williams of Sebastian, but other than that, nothing. Okay, see Tash, and really flying for now on his fresh mediums. We also have Lycala on fresh mediums. At least I don't think we have DRS. But Tash got the pace, I think, to overtake Mason, and not enough. And really close. See the Connor and Moti, they were side by side into turns. It's turn 8. Yes, turn 8 and 9. And Connor now ahead of Moti. See Gabs and Tash. Tash, who is still behind his teammate. Gabs already chasing down AV. They are on the same tires. See how it's gonna work out for him. Tiger still in the lead. We got AV and Amir without penalties. We've got Gabs and Tash. 3 seconds for both. Slayer was really close to overtaking McGram into turn 1, but clearly got the pace and is now easily ahead of him. While back at the top, it's really close. The two AlphaTauris battling against still Tash. He is fastest lap. He should be taking the most out of his tires because he ain't got so much life left in them. 3 laps, but still 12 laps left to go. But if I had the fastest sector 1, he's managing well. And the yellow flags, I think that's Cookie is slowing down. And the fastest lap from Tiger actually, no Tash. It's still pretty remarkable. Fastest personal time from Tiger, even though he is on used tires for now. See now Gabs with DRS on the tail of AV and into turn 7, the classic overtake. Turn 8, not 7. So now Tash is trying to clear AV and wheel to wheel into turn 10. But AV taking the better line and a little bit of contact, but Tash controlling it. Now at DRS train with both Tash and Avi with DRS. And that's gonna be bad news for Tash, who on the mediums. And he should be clearing the hard runners now if he wants the strategy to work. I don't think that's gonna happen if he stayed behind Avi for long. And oh, Tash, a lot of oversteer. Losing a lot of time. That's the McLaren of Connor with some kind of problem. Meanwhile, here in the top two we have and also yellow flags again. That's Connor, I think. Also, no. Amir and Tiger. See how they're gonna do in this lap and see if we can judge. And the Shahwan has just retired from the session, and we have another safety car which will change a lot in this race, the Alfa Romeo, and they are both going into the pits now. Gabs is staying out, and I don't know if there was contact. Tash and Avi. Oh, everyone is going to the pit except for Gabs. Who stayed out. Why? Don't know what happened with Shahwan, who DNF'd in this car is... No, that's not his car actually. Yeah, that's his car. Fortunately, he's out of the race, so we have Gabs leading the race. Not changing his tires. Slayer also not pitting. Same for Moonman. So if you're gonna see, we have AV on the softs instead of the mediums. Though I don't know if they are new softs or used softs. But he qualified on mediums, so I guess he had an extra pair of softs, maybe. And no, he didn't use softs. And we have Tash and Tiger on mediums. There's also Lycana on the softs. So I wonder which one will be more effective. We only have 9 laps left to go, and we probably won't be seeing a restart in lap 20. So I guess the safety car will be for one more lap. Yes, the safety car will be for one more lap. So since the grid is all lined up, I think it's gonna be for sure a restart in lap 21 with only 7 laps left to go. We now have Connor pitting and Graham pitting. I think they're gonna go for the softs. Yeah, they both went for the softs. So I guess we couldn't say anything except that it's hammer time for all of the drivers, and for Gabs, who I think is going for a gamble, not pitting. We also have AV, who should try to be as fast as he can. There's only 7 laps left to go. I think his softs can manage, but he needs to clear Amir, clear the rest, the top 3, as fast as possible. And the safety car will be in this lap, so we're gonna only have 21, 27, so it's gonna be 7 laps. Yeah, 7 laps left to go. And as I've said, AV needs to get a perfect start if he wants to win the race. And it's gonna be all out between Amir, Tash, and Tiger, who will all be on the same tires. So it's gonna be only a matter of time before we know what's gonna happen. But I'm pretty sure it's gonna be real fun. Here we go now. Gabs on the main straight. And Dash is for some reason now P15, and it's green flags again. And Gab's still leading, no changes. See now in AV, I don't know what happened to Dash. Why is he now P14? It's pretty weird what happened with him. Now with AV, if he's gonna be able. And oh, Slayer has just retired from the session. My, what the hell has happened with Slayer? If you can see, where is Slayer? And there is the car of Slayer. Not the only victim. Not the only person who fell victim. We've had about 3 DNFs in the same place, I guess. No, but we won't have a safety car, fortunately. And that's a lot of oversteer from Amir. Made him lose time. And the fastest time from Tiger currently, and he's lapping. Check again. Amir lapping a 131.4, meanwhile Tiger a 131.356. That's pretty close. We still have a lot of laps. We still have 6 laps left to go, so anything could happen. Surprised AV did not get the fastest lap. He's on the fastest tires. Neither did Lycala. So I suspect they are on used tires. Or they're just slow maybe. Because Amir really much faster than Gabs. It's Gabs on the old tires. And yellow flags in sector 2, and it's the car of Alton. But I can't go now. I think Amir could be looking at an overtake. And going into the lead, we've had AV right behind him. still we don't have DRS. And now we have DRS. And another fastest lap from Tiger. Well, Tiger could be looking at a win if he kept getting fastest lap over fastest lap. Let's see now, Amir who will be having DRS and Gabs into turn 8, but not enough. Unfortunately, AV will be stuck in this train. But now into the fastest middle sector from Amir. Now Amir with DRS here on the main straight and behind Gabs, and now it's really behind, trying to go and backing out still. And also we have and Connor, a fastest lap from Connor who is on soft, so 130.9 from Connor. I guess it's too far away, fortunately. Meanwhile, now Amir and Gabs into another DRS zone. We have Tiger catching up. It's gonna be an awesome battle for the win. And Gabs and Amir with another time with DRS now into turn 8, and then from the outside, Gabs taking the inside line, and Amir, oh, and they're still side by side, and Amir taking the lead of the race in lap 24, but still Gabs still got a chance. Into turn 10, he's gonna take the inside into turn 11. And what awesome, and that's almost a bit of contact between the two. Now with DRS in the main straight, see if Gabs is gonna be able to take his position. Amir entering the inside line, and Gabs taking the lead again, taking the lead back in lap 25, but still nowhere near over. And no, a 3-second, oh, and I forgot, Gabs, I think that's 6 seconds, so let me see, I don't know. 6 seconds worth of penalties, so I think that's gonna be a real advantage for Amir. And again, they're taking another go and into turn 8, and Amir back in the lead. See now AV, he needs to clear Gabs into turn 10, and they are side by side into turn 10. AV on the outside, and still Gabs ahead, defending perfectly. Now we have Tiger on the inside of AV and overtaking AV. Still have only 2 laps left to go, and Tiger needs to overtake Gabs in this lap, or else it's a win for Amir. Let's see now if he's gonna be able to overtake with DRS. I think Gabs also got Gabs doesn't have DRS, but he's not getting closer. That's not what Tiger wanted. And oh my. Gab's really making it difficult for Tiger. And Gab's gonna fall into P6 maybe with all the penalties he got. Let's see now, it's the final lap of the race. Final lap, and we have Amir leading. And it seems he will still be leading. Now Gabs will actually be going into the lead, but unfortunately see into turn 8, and that's an overtake from Gabs, but unfortunately he won't be winning the race. But now other thing, we have Tiger now side by side with Amir, and they'll be heading into turn 10. Who will come out ahead? And Tiger is now ahead of Amir and is heading for his first win. Because even and see Amir trying his going from the inside. And a little bit of contact between the two drivers. Still Tiger ahead. Really awesome. Tiger now with final corners. Amir is gonna try. I think it's gonna be pretty difficult. And yeah, it's over for Amir. And Gab's finishing first, but he won't win the race. And it's gonna be the win for Tiger, winning his first Grand Prix here in ERL. What an awesome race. Really one of the best I've ever watched. Tiger taking the win from Amir. Really amazing. And now Gabs will be finishing third, still be on the podium, but really what an amazing show. I'm gonna have Connor fourth after he had a lot of problems, Laika fifth. 6 for AV. Mason, I think a very good performance from Mason is P7. Myrowell 8th. Flip 9th after he had a little bit of bad luck, I guess, or something. Motti 10th, getting points, his first points of the season. Alton 11th. Tash, after an unfortunate incident under the safety car. Cookie 13th. And 14th for Cookie, and you have the 60 DNFs for Slayer, Sebastian, Shahwan, and Hank, and one more, I forgot. And congratulations for Tiger for his first win, and another podium for Gabs, and a P2 finish from Amir, which will make he's still gonna be in the lead heading into the Hungarian Grand Prix next week. We've had Connor take the fastest lap of the race. That'll be it. Tiger winning the race after an awesome showing. Amir second, Gabs third, fourth from Connor, Laika fifth, AV 6, 7 for Mason after starting from P20 into P7, a well-deserved driver of the day. Myrowell 8th, Flip 9th, and rounding up the top 10 will be Motti. I think that'll be it for the French Grand Prix. Thanks for everyone who watched, and we'll see you next week with the Hungarian Grand Prix.